welcome back to another lip balm review. I am so super excited for this one. I cannot even begin to tell you guys. Oh my gosh, I have been like dying to tear into this one since I got it in my hot little hands months ago. And today's finally the day. It's the Baby Lips Holiday Spice in number 22, Pumpkin Spice. This one, oh my gosh, it's my lucky day that this one numerically is the first one in the collection, since it's the one that I want most badly to just get open. So, as I said in the overview video, my awesome friend Emily was able to track this one down for me, so I am eternally grateful for that, because I would not have otherwise been able to get it, probably. So, anyway, let's see. Is there anything in the packaging worth noting? Pumpkin Spice flavored lip balm, even though it's... Oh wait, no, I misread. I thought it said, like, Holiday Spice flavored lip balm. I'm mildly dyslexic. It says it right here, but then the Pumpkin Spice flavored lip balm's right there. My brain flip-flops things sometimes, but anyway, let's see here. 82% healthier looking lips. I would love to know how they come up with that exact number. Like, how do you know it's not 81% or 83%? Who's to say? But, anyway, I'm a butt, I know. So anyway, format-wise, it is a stick, and the packaging, the outer packaging, it's got a cute little pumpkin on it, but the packaging of the tube is even cuter. I'm gonna get it out of here, if it'll let me. Okay, I'm trying to not destroy the card so I can reference it when I get further into this. Come on! Open sesame! Alright. I think I'm in there. Yes. Okay. There. So, the packaging on the tube is just so many shades of adorable. I'm in love with it. It's orange. It's got little autumn leaves on it. It's got a pumpkin with cute little twisty vines. Just, I love everything about it. So there's that. Back here. Actually, you know, they do the ingredients a little bit different on there, as it threw me for a second, but these were made in France. I don't think the US ones are, so that's kinda cool. For adult use only, even though it's named Baby Lips and would imply that you could use it if you're younger, but whatevs. So, these are not natural or organic, they are synthetic. I think every Baby Lips product ever always has been, and I figure always will be, and that's okay. It's just one of those things that, if I don't state it, people always ask, so I always feel the need to throw it out there. So, this is definitely limited edition. You could only find these in the UK and Europe in general, and even at that, apparently it took some doing to track them down. So, just saying. I wish Maybelline would get their shit together and just properly roll out these releases worldwide instead of just being, like, in such limited locations. Like, most of the collection was Europe in general, but one of them was specifically only, like, the Netherlands, Holland, and I think one other country. What was the other one? I forget what the other one was, but there was like 3 and that was it. And I was like, oh, that definitely puts a wrench in the works, but like I said, I was able to end up eventually managing. So, it's part of a set of 4. Reference the video before this one, the overview, if you'd like to see the other 3. But yeah, the amount of product that you get. Let's see, does it say? I would imagine it says. It does on the US ones. I could take a guess. I'd probably be wrong, but let's see. I stand corrected. It does not say anywhere on it how much is in it. That's very weird. Checking this again. Really? Nowhere on that. Huh. Okay. Well then, in that case, I'm going to take a wild guess here, and guess it's the same amount as standard US Baby Lips sticks. I just don't have one right here to check against it, but it's the exact same thickness around, it's the same height, so whatever is in a US one, that's how much is in this. It just weirdly isn't printed on this anywhere. Shelf life is 24 months after opening, so they say on the package. Price point, I, honest to God, have no idea what they are in the stores. Since, like I said, 2 of them I had to go through another person to get a hold of. The others I had to go through eBay. So I never knew what exactly the legit price was, and even if I did, it wouldn't be in dollars probably. It would depend on which country they turned up in. So I honestly can't answer that one. If anyone wants to throw their answer in the barrel, leave it in the comments. So, anyway, sturdiness-wise, you know, this feels like thicker plastic than the American ones. I am noticing. And it sounds a little bit thicker, too, when I tap it with my nail. Let me see. Oh. It does make a slightly deeper sound when you drop it over on the table. The barrel part feels exactly the same, though. It's interesting. Okay, so special features, none. SPF, I don't think. Let me double check it. I don't think there is. No. If there is, they're not advertising it. So, the scent, the moment of truth, the moment I've been waiting for. Oh my gosh. Let's smell it. Ooh, that's nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm trying to think of how exactly to describe this, because it's not like the traditional, usual scented as pumpkin spice scent that you run across like all the dang time in the holiday seasons in the US. This is actually very different. It's a very sweet scent. And it actually does smell like there might be a bit of actual legit pumpkin scent in there, but there's also almost like a floral factor to it. But there is like definitely like sweet spices in there, like cinnamon. I definitely smell that. But wow, I really can't 100% nail it down to everything that it smells like. It's like it seems really, really familiar, but at the same time, I can't quite identify it all. But it does smell really, really good. So I'm going to swatch on my hand first so we can see the color. I'm going to roll up my sleeve a bit first too. Make sure I don't get it on my shirt. Ooh, that's more pigmented than I thought. Wow. That is nice. So at least it's not like super orangey. It's more of like a dark coral. But yeah, that's actually... I'm interested to see how exactly that'll look. Now I'm like, I should have worn that coral colored shirt today, but I didn't know this was going to be what I was going to film today till just a little bit ago. Let's find out. And with baby lips, it's always buildable color. That's why I put so much on when it comes to them, so... I'm surprised that it's not showing up more on my lips than it is, given how dark it is on my hand. But I guess it's just that similar to my natural lip color. Huh. I mean, you can see my upper lip is lighter than this, but not by much. That's weird, because I was so worried that this was, like, gonna be, like, a horrible shade on me. As it turns out, it's almost, like, my natural shade, just amplified. Look at my ugly lipstick faces I make. I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna make myself laugh while I try to put this on. It'll be all bad. Although then I could look like Miranda Sings. Okay, I think that's about as built up as I can get this color to go on my lips. So that's okay. But, that's weird because it just seems so much darker on my hand, but even looking at them next to each other, I guess it's not that far off, and it is darker on my lips than it is on the hand. It just is close to my natural lip color. So one thing that I noticed right off the bat, you totally can smell it once it's on your lips as you talk, which it's an amazing scent. That does not bother me. But I mean, some people are really weird about that. So again, I always feel need to mention it whenever that's a thing. Let's see, is there a taste? I don't know how I feel about the taste. It's almost perfumey, for lack of a better term there. So the taste isn't quite the tops, but it smells so amazing that I can definitely live with a little bit of weird taste there. It's, you know, it is what it is. There's always going to be like one thing with something like this that's not quite perfect, but I mean, it's close enough. So, I think I really do like that shade though. That's pretty nice. The more that I look at it, I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. Let's see, shine factor. Ooh. Okay. It leaves sort of a dewy type of shine. It's not like super high gloss, but glossy enough to look like it's dew-kissed, if that makes any sense whatsoever. In terms of thickness and consistency, let's see. Okay, so you watched how much I just put on, right? Layer after layer after layer after layer. It still, even at that, classifies as a thin lip balm. I have no idea how that's even humanly possible, and yet, here we are. Okay, whatever. Again, that doesn't bother me any, it's just, I was expecting this to be like the one exception to the rule for how incredibly much I layered on this time, then nope, it's still totally thin. I'm like, where did it all go? Really, though. Okay, so, in terms of the consistency, it's a pretty greasy one, which, I mean, most baby lips are, with the exception of, which are the glittery ones? The crystal ones. Those are scratchy. But, them aside, usually they do have a sort of almost Vaseline-type nature feeling to them, which, I mean, some people hate that, some people love that, a lot of people are somewhere in the middle. I'm one of those people, so it doesn't bother me any. But, yeah, that's just generally what these feel like. There is, however, always the issue, and it doesn't matter what Baby Lips product it is, I notice this straight across the board with all of them. I don't know if it's whatever they use to add the coloring factor to it or what, but there's always like this little tiny bit of, what would I call it? It's not exactly gritty per se, but you can definitely feel little bits of something in there, and they seem to like try to settle down into every little last groove of your lips. And I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it is one of those things where it's like, oh, the hell is that? Okay. What are those? I mean, they're not, like, big or anything, and they're not even uncomfortable. It's just one of those things where it's just like, oh, what on earth is that? But yeah, so, I mean, that's one of the only other drawbacks, really. I'm gonna do the kiss test, so you can see how much of it comes off. I can guarantee it'll be a lot, because it always is. Yep. As you can see, quite a bit comes off, so beware if you're gonna make out with somebody with this on, unless you want them to be wearing it too, which could be cute, but I don't know. Anyway, I can pretty much tell you from that it will not pass the drink test, but do we want to see how bad it's gonna fail the drink test? I kind of want to. So, let's find out. I'm actually surprised it didn't show up super bad on the side of this cup, because complementary color of blue is orange, and this is a coral, so I figured it'd show up big time. So far, no. I'm like, okay. Oh, that time it started to, okay. But, yeah, it's thinning out some. And I feel like some of the color left a little bit. Not entirely, but a little, right in the middle. It's okay, I'm just gonna put more on anyway, but anyway. Yeah, it doesn't really hold up to the drink test that well. Probably if I sat here and drank the whole cup, I'm not going to on camera because it's a big mug and there's a lot in there, it would probably be gone. This is something I've noticed with them, is that I always forget right after I put it on, I always have the overwhelming urge, let's go have a cup of tea. And then I go have tea, and by the time I finish the cup, oh hey, the entire color pigment is officially gone, except for at the corners of my mouth. Okay, I guess I'll put on more. But wait, I would like a second cup of tea. And I do it again, and it disappears again. And it's just like, oh, god damn it. So, I mean, that's why I knew going into it. It won't pass the drink test, but that said, it did stay a little bit better for a little longer than it usually does. Because usually within the first couple sips, it's gone. It's just gone. At least for the color. You can still feel that there's something there, but color-wise, there's like no pigment left. So, I don't know. It is what it is. So this one, I think... Another one that I'm going to rate a 7 to, which I'm surprised that this one didn't just get an auto 10 for being pumpkin spice, but it does have a few things with it, like the fact that it just, even if you don't eat or drink anything, generally the color disappears within about an hour. Tops. It doesn't seem to matter which shade it is, light, dark, or otherwise. It doesn't matter what collection it comes from. That seems to be the luck I always have in them, no matter whether or not I ate or drank anything. So, that's one big downside of them. Obviously, with this particular one, I wish they had made it a lot more globally available. So, the fact that I had to, like, jump through hoops to get it, it's kind of a downer. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, and the weird taste thing, again, it's not like a total deal breaker or anything, but it is something that, in being fair, I do have to take into consideration when deciding what to rate this. So, a 7 still isn't bad. It's still above average in my book, so 7 out of 10, not bad. If you can get your hands on it, I still totally highly recommend it, as well as the others I haven't even reviewed yet. But, yeah, I really like it, and I'm very grateful and happy to have it in my collection. Even if it's not technically seasonally appropriate at this point, I do not care. Do I ever? No. So, anyway, as usual, if y'all like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Do you have this one? What did you think of it? Let me know your thoughts down below, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. Until next time, bye!